Why would it try to do it through that microphone setting? I, 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 I don't touch the settings. Why do my settings change is a good question. Yeah, I figured that was about right. How's my voice coming through? Is it overwhelming? Is it overpowering? Is it manly? How's it sounding? You know what? I'm gonna move this down. Video a tiny bit laggy, huh? Oh well, I'll deal with that. Let's see. That'll do it. Just kind of want that up on top there. Second guess myself all the time. Usually for the better. Okay. Well, that's the plan. We are going to start exactly where we left off yesterday. I need to go pretty quick to finish the seed, I think. It shouldn't be that bad, this next section, but if you remember, we had just defeated Golbez. We are now heading into the Tower of Babel in the underground. Nice. Well, don't worry, I beat Golbez. He wasn't bad. He was actually pretty easy. What, buddy? Go ahead. Ah! There we go. Wow, that ain't right. It's supposed to be that Lunarian, not that Lunarian. And that's Golbez. Golbez is Golbez. This is actually the second week of the season, of Season 2, and the character tracker has Golbez off again. Next week, I will give you that spoiler that Golbez will be... Golbez can be included. Not that he will be, but that he is shuffled into the mix. Goblex. Hold on 2 seconds. Probably. You probably left the door open too, didn't you? My 9-year-old. Is that the microphone side? Which one's the mic? There, okay, I got the microphones. You know, I wish they would just put a color up on the microphone, that way I could know which side is what. Okay, let's do a quick safety save here. The one problem that I've run into is that there's no tents. There's no tents or cabins yet. Which is a little concerning. Not super bad, but also not the best. We'll see what kind of trouble I can get into it. Get in with it, but with a team so dependent on magic, with 2 people, Fusoya, while not Tella, does not have the largest MP pool to grab from. There's no tents, this is not a problem. I like that joke, Aaron. Alright, so you notice, let's see, let's get my mouse in here. We've got 2 Rosa, Rachel, well, Fina, Rachel, basically 2 Roses and a Palom. But all of their MP together equals about 700. Close enough to it. Minwoo, Raru, same levels, and notice they're barely breaking the 100 mark. They lag about half behind. Which means that having tents and cabins could be really helpful. They'll be able to survive just a little bit longer. Be able to contribute just a little bit longer also. Oh, that's not fun. Ouch. Okay. They could have used fire. They didn't. Thank you. Because we're not on a time crunch this week, because there's no time component or time challenge, what I'm going to do is check all these chests as well. Normally I run past these. There's some good stuff in here, but I never feel like getting it. Let's use... Do we have stop? Yes, we do have stop. Let's see if stop can hit this guy. He won't actually summon anything until I do my thing, so we should be okay here. Yep, he's toast. And weak against lightning, and I don't even need to cast stop, I just need to fire an arrow at him with an archer bow. Ooh. That's a good find. I am quite happy with that. Let's double check these stats. Alright, so we've got 29 and 34 for will and wisdom. This is like the best... Yeah, look at that. He loses some wisdom, but he gains tons of will, so now that is my white magic buddy. Palom's going to be my black magic tank through most of the game. I'm a little worried my black magic tank goes away whenever Cain betrays the party. I mean, he'll come back, but for the... he should be okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll have two Fusoyas who should have quite a spell pool at that point. Of course. Of course. That's what I get for thinking he can do stuff. Alright, let's hit him with Virus. The other nice thing about the Silent Staff is that it does extra damage against wizard-type enemies, so ogres... Actually, ogres are pretty much the only thing I could think of that are wizards. Azura, if I was going to... Ashura, however you want to pronounce that. If I was going to attack her, which I very likely will not, although sooner or later I am going to come up against the float spell, so I should be able to do some nice floating tactics and get in there and actually see what kind of special stuff they have. Lots of chests. As long as one person survives, the whole party can come back to life with pretty much full power. Palom will take out every boss for the next couple weeks in about 2 hits. Black belt. That's an interesting piece. The bandana and the black belt. She's going to do some damage. And since I'm not really healing with her, I'm not worried, but her healing skills are really powerful to begin with. We are going to lose one of those roses, though. And it will be Rachel, which is why I'm taking my time in building up Fina a little bit more. Some extra stuff in here too. Ah! The egg attacking me from behind. Man, I do not like the color of that egg. There is no way that is still good. Alright. Now, the last time I did this, it didn't do enough damage. Yeah, exactly. It was a very quiet egg. Even compared to most other eggs, it was quiet. Naga's like the least threatening of all bad guys that can possibly show up from alerts. I can't really think of anything that I'm scared of with this dude. So, goodbye. Virus is powerful and quick. Quake is even more powerful and even quicker. So, well, but not quicker, but it will hit multiple targets. And will go right through wall, which is awesome. You know what? Let's take this time and cure you. Let's do another virus. That should do it. Or not at all, sure. Apparently they have really high magic of a defense that I completely forgot about, as is tradition. Probably should have cast Ice 2 again. Doesn't matter. It's probably got 13 to 1500 hit points. Ooh, my other guys learned Virus. Now everybody's dangerous. Oh, black robes. That's nice. Come here, my friend. Better stats for everybody. Glad I checked that one. Ooh, tofu. I don't mind tofu. Actually kind of like it whenever it's in soup. Alright, what do we got? More headbands. I just don't like the amount of damage that this can do. I mean, I'm not going to die unless something really drastic or out of the normal that I can even conceive of happens, but I just don't like whenever those things show up. Now, Dr. Luga is going to be coming up. What I'm going to do to Dr. Luga is hit him with Quake and a bunch of viruses, and he should go down in not too many turns. It should be pretty quick. Yep, that's not far off, actually. I think that's probably how you... Dr. Lugi. I think you could get away with that pronunciation. Alright. Dr. Luga is nuts. He's kind of, like, it's alluded that he's responsible for, like, quite a bit of the R&D of the Golbez conglomerate, but, I just get the impression that they all think he's a genius, but that nobody actually trusts him that much. Ooh. Let's do that. Absolutely. Just in case. I don't know when she learned Cure 3, but I'm happy to report that she learned Cure 3. Rachel? No, Rachel does not know Cure 3. And that's okay, she won't be doing much curing. I'd skip the save. Nah, I'm not really worried. Now watch, he's going to totally wreck me. I'm hoping Edge is another Palom. I've got plenty of healing. I pretty much just want damage output. Grr. My ideal is that... nice. Gotta catch them all. My ideal is that I will kill both of them at the same time. That's always the goal. Other than Octomount, I kind of feel like this guy is the comic relief boss. Oh, I hope I can get him quick enough. Did a little bit faster damage than I thought. Good. That's good. Alright, round 2. Watch. Nice. What am I seeing? Turns into a skeletal robot. I always thought that was quite the amazing transformation. So let's see how much Quake hits for versus Virus. Because he should go down pretty quick. I am not expecting much of a hiccup. He's weak against the lightning arrows that I have. I mean, everything about this says this should be a very easy fight. Wow, that was even easier than I expected. Drain. Oh, size and... Oh, fast? Okay. Yeah, don't really care. Tower. And we've got Cure 3 for the other one that we're about to lose. In fact, I am not even going to mess around with this. Rachel, you're using heal on everybody. Because we're getting rid of her anyway, I'm actually just going to use her to boost all my stats back up. I'm going to unequip all of the stuff she has, and I'm going to cannibalize her pretty much. As is the Final Fantasy tradition. Give me my archer bow. Actually, I said that I would like a... Let's see, I said that I would like another Palom. I would really like another Rosa, actually. I love having these two archers that I can just dedicate to archers. No, of course. You need Piggy. Pork belly. Oh god, I love pork belly. It's like super bacon. Super bacon. What's greasy and flies? Super bacon. I like that. My tactics, they're pretty set, but they'll change slightly depending on edge. I mean, it always does, depending on who you get for that final character. If you're doing an all-physical run, then you know that they're just hoping for physical characters. I mean, you know, you're going to get attacking characters. But for... You're hoping you're just not getting Edward, in other words. But for magic, it could go a couple different ways. And I'm really hoping I get another Rosa. A Rosa or a Palom would be the best. I don't really need any more Fusoyas. I certainly don't need any more help from Atella. That would be the worst case scenario. Now that I've jinxed myself, prepare myself for the worst case scenario. Had to move my screen. Well, she lived as she died. Or she died as she lived. Giant explosion. Hold on. Got a error on one of the things on my screen. Gotta handle that. Sorry, all sorts of weird technical problems. None of them super drastic. All of them super annoying. Okay. Total burnout. The problem with most mage teams is that they are very slow. I will take damage. From quite a number of fights that I normally wouldn't with a team with even one edge. Or even an Edward. Edward's speed stat, agility stat is actually pretty high if I remember right. I've still never actually used the edge stealing ability that allows you to equip shields on non-shieldable characters. Okay, there we go. Let's go get our hook. Starring Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman. I want my war. It was a great movie. There we go. Time to go to Ninja Land. Pick up our final 5. Alright, I am going to check these chests. I never really get wowed by them, but every once in a while. And again, because this is not a time challenge, I'm perfectly fine doing it. Ugh. Blizzard will actually be pretty nice against Rubicon. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. Which seems kind of silly. Yeah, really. This whole bloody game is October. Got witches and wizards. Little kids dressing up like they're wizards. What do we got? You know, I'm actually going to pick up some of these. I never thought I would actually buy those, but it makes perfect sense. Psych, which drains magic, can be learned pretty late, but also it has a very long casting time. Did not mean to buy that, but do mean to buy that. Okay, that's an interesting pickup. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that, and I've got plenty of ice arrows, so I don't need those. Okay, let's... There's this cure rod that saved me so much headache at the beginning of the game. Well, let me see here before I do that, because I have her spec'd out for attacking. So 40, 14, 37. 35, 24, 37. For right now, I am going, unless something drastic changes, I am going to stick with this. Not only does it increase me to 40, gives me an extra multiplier on my attack. Yeah, that's the right move. But at least I have it. You know what? I need to sell some stuff. My inventory is getting filled up with garbage. Actually, let me... 3. I will keep 2 of those. 2 of those just in case. Because I have Fusoya coming later also. I don't see myself using that. Definitely not that. No, I'm not going to use that. I don't even know if I can think of a time whenever I would use an Assassin Dagger anymore. Or a Lilith Rod. I'll keep those. Don't need these anymore. I'll keep that around. Goodbye, Cure Rod. Okay, so I could take a bet now. Who is Edge? Or whom is Edge, I guess would be the way they'd put that. And will I get a rat tail in this section? That'd be nice if I could find the rat tail here. I would love to have an Excalibur staff. With my old man, Minwu, swinging it around. Lots of running. Yeah, who would be correct? Whom would be if I said, yeah, linguist I'm not right now. I'm a gamer and streamer. If I were in my office at my church, absolutely. I'd be like, oh yeah, no problem, it's this. Look, I can prove it. I've got computer software that does all that crap. Oh, good. A silent staff. Nice. Thank you. Waste of 15,000. Amazing. Not surprising. I feel like I probably should have waited to go through here, but I am going to be coming up in a place where I think I might actually use them. If they were mute arrows, I would have already used those too. Speaking of arrows, let's swap this out, and you will get 99 ice arrows, and you will enjoy them. Wait a couple more seconds. I'm going to get one more secret chest, and then we'll find out that Tella will be our Edge. because that's just the kind of guy Tella is. And he will stay in the front row. Oh yeah, Tella will definitely stay in the front row. He will happily soak up damage for my party, I'm sure. He's an ultra rest-tilled. He'll do what's right. Alright, that'll do a lot of damage. Let's do ice. Ice. Baby. Baby. Stalemen are weak against ice. Obviously, that's why I'm casting ice. The Rockman, why would you cast ice? Cool. Alright. What do we get? This one's out of the way. It's usually higher and... Oh! Let me just double check. Alright, 41, 17. That agility stat should go higher. What is yours? Yeah. 41 and 17 for strength and agility. Okay. It went down 2, so she's at 39, but her agility went up 3 points, which should allow me to get away faster. And it should give her the first... Well, she's already winning in that stat, but... You know what? Let me save. She's already winning in the who goes first category. It's exactly what I wanted for Christmas, actually. I am pretty happy with that. Did not expect to get that gift. The nice thing is I can already deck her out with some really powerful equipment for her for this time, so... Oh, maybe not really powerful, but I've got a great bow. I've got great arrows that are going to wreck this dude. I've got... she's going to have good magic. I've got strength enhancing equipment. When I pick up those Artemis items later on, which I know this game will bless me with. Bless RNG. And it's like she never left. She fits right back into this spot here. Have more. Great bow. Oh, you poor thing. Let's give you some real equipment. Some bananas. And a karate. And we're good there. What do we got? Oh no, an egg. Don't spend it all in one place, egg. Yeah, that's right. You better run, egg. Cabin. That's a nice find, actually. That will probably get used. You know, I didn't find alarms anywhere. And I'm not alarmed. But I take it back. I would like to be able to gain some levels at will. I would love to be able to have some Fusayas that know Quake a little sooner. Anyway, some alarms would really speed this up because I could grind out a couple yellow dragons and really just take the level and then run through the rest of the game. And throw myself at Ogopogo at different levels then. Because of all the bosses in the game, I'm probably the least familiar with Ogopogo. Ogopogo is the final optional boss that you come across in the very last area of the game. He's got more hit points than all the other optional bosses also, if I remember correctly. He's a little bit of a beast, but he's not that... He's strong, but the rule is generally that if you can beat him, you shouldn't have had to beat him. You could have gone right to the last boss. So let's do this. And survive. Let's change this up. I should have already equipped them with bows and arrows. This is an autopilot fight now. The reason I could depend on Fusoya to do so much damage is because ogres are considered wizard types and take a lot of extra damage from Fusoya. They didn't stand a chance. Gain some levels. Some spells. Nice. Okay, what I should be doing here is making sure that my Fusoyas have long range, just in case they need it for some reason. There's an interesting bug in this game, whereas if a character has, oh, that'd be a cool Pokemon type. They already have Fighter. If a character has long range, they will always have long range. So there is never a chance that the minute they're flagged as having long range, they'll always be able to do full damage from front row and back row. Anybody who can equip arrows and bows and arrows should immediately be equipping bows and arrows, so that way they can deal equal damage from front and back row. They will never lose that status, no matter what happens, no matter how many times they die. I don't even think they can leave the party and come back and it be reset. I'm pretty sure they just have it forever, because Final Fantasy IV. Whoops. Still checking chests along the way. I will get a full heal off of Rubicon before I fight him. Should be good. I'm actually not that far away from the moon. In fact, we'll probably be on the moon in the next 20 minutes or so. Which means I'll know exactly what I'm dealing with for most of the rest of the game, other than the secret items or whether or not I want to fight any of the special bosses in the Lunarian Underground. But I am very interested to see what the naming way people have. Happy Mass Children. Those are the Hollows. I used to read Bleach. And watch it before it ended, before it's... what was it? It's like 9th season of filler? No, that was Naruto. Man. I really don't like filler. Oh, yeah, those things. Those things are terrible, because they were on the moon. I follow you. I follow you now. Okay. These have 60,000 damage. Or 60,000 HP. I'm gonna try to kill them. I don't think I can. I really don't think I'll ever do enough damage to actually take them down. But let's see what we can do in a single turn. Since I'm going to get my refill anyway. If I can even kill one of them, let's focus on King Eblin. 1,000. We're going to speed him up. This isn't a pretty automated fight, so the chances of me having any chance against these people for speed is not very good. No point in me hanging on to these. They can be killed. There are some strats that can do it. Grinding out super high levels can do it. Wow, he's got faster speed than I thought. But you do get a couple... extra seconds of attack time whenever they've regained their senses. So we're going to continue to speed up the people here. It's me, Fiora, the one who's attacking you non-stop. See, here's the problem I'm going to run into. These chuckleheads are going to run out of MP. Normally I would count this as a cutscene and just hold the button through it, but I'm very interested to see if I can do some damage here. Alright, they've regained their senses. They will stop attacking me. Got some ethers, so I'll do it for the heck of it, because I'm not really using them, and I always think I'll use them, and I never do, so. If they were higher level, I'd be using Quake with Fusoya and with both the Fusoyas, so everybody would be doing Quake and probably doing a lot more damage. Right, I'll use the Gaia Drum. Nope. You know, I may have to look back at that. Did I do it? I don't think I did. Nah. I can't count that one. If it's later confirmed, I'll let everybody know, but I don't think I did it. And I won't try it again either. Thank you for the ice arrows. Oh, what a last minute reprieve that is. He doesn't have enough time yet, but he, at the 11th hour, something I didn't expect happened. Porum learned this Chucklehead's worst nightmare of an attack. Ice 3. He learned Ice 3. Which means he will be doing significant damage in a minute. You can slow any boss in the game. I can't think of any that you can't. Vivalis, if she's spinning, you're not able to. But you know what? I'm going to try it. I might be able to get the spell off in time. Boreas. Ouch. Crap. That's always the problem. Is that ice, whenever his shield is up, whenever his cloak is up, will protect him. We're gonna go ahead and do it again, because I think he should. Ow. I cannot win against this guy. I mean, I can win. I'll win, but I'll watch he'll beat me. See, I keep healing him, but if he opens up that cloak, like he's doing now, Palom should hit him with an Ice 3, and that's gonna do gonna do some serious damage. Anytime now, Palom. I might be able to get one more Ice 2 off there. Because aim is not fight. It's not doing it. Here we go. How much? Yep. It's about what I expected. I'm going to hit him with Virus because I don't think it'll... Let's see. Do I think I have a Blizzard somewhere. Yeah, I do. Well, it's gone anyway. The moment you use an item, even if it doesn't actually work, it's just gone. How Quake is a fast spell. Okay, cool. Rubicon, you did. I saw Lightning 3 in there too, and Float, which means that the Summon Monster Cave is open for business. And the Sylph Cave. Not that I have any reason to get the spoon, but... You know what? I feel bad for her. I'll bring her back. There's Float. And you, I'm guessing, learned Ice Lit 3 and Fire 3. Okay, well, let's bring the elementals up here. Fire 3 will be very useful against the undead archfiends in the elements fight. Dun, 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 dun. What, I get one step? Strike first. Maybe I would have cast Quake and killed them all. Alright, give me an airship. Alright. I said we were going to be there in about... Yeah, well, I'll just head over. That'll be fine. get our airship converted. It's now completely green, so it runs on geothermal energy. I just made that up, but sounds cool. I always like to check this place anyway. I think... Alright, it's worth 3,000 gold, plus whatever's in this final super secret hidden chest. 3,000 more. Oh, that's right. It's lit 3. The fire 3, but it's on Palom, so I won't have it for the Elemental Fiends fight. Because he'll be gone for that. Of course he is. Nothing too cool there. I don't even really know what would wow me here. I believe charm arrows are pretty high damage, so since I'm not really looking for elemental damage right now, I believe this should give me a sizable boost. Nothing there I want at all. Okay, so what do I need to do? I don't get the reference other than World of Warcraft. That's still around. That's still a thing, right? I never played World of Warcraft. I was literally never a World of Warcraft player. Not even for like a minute. I'll keep the bandana just in case. I got 2 tiaras. That's pretty good. Let's see. Darkness arrows. I got infernos. Oh, wow. Yeah, exactly. See, wow. I see what I did there. Intentional / unintentional. Yeah, I haven't been there in quite a long time, actually. I genuinely don't know when the last time I was at WoW. I don't even know if it's still there. Is it there in Philly? Wow. See, I didn't really go to WoW. I went to the Palace. And if you're from Philadelphia, the Palace is not an ice skating rink, a roller skating rink that was in the greater Northeast Philadelphia area on the Roosevelt Boulevard. That doesn't surprise me. Place smelled like feet. The Palace smelled nice. WoW smelled like feet. Oops. Alright, here we go. Let's do an alarm. Oh no, an egg. How did you find us, egg? What we're going to do is hit the egg with Quake. And that should end the egg's life, giving us a lot of experience. Yep. Oh, I'm fine with that egg being my nemesis. 34,000 experience for a single egg kill. Warp. Cure 3. Fiora. Berserk. 3 levels. Yep, that's worth it. Alright, what do I want to do here? You know, I am going to check out the Cave of Summoned Monsters and check out their shops before I head up to the moon. No reason for me not to. Especially if I find some good equipment in here. I'm more interested in the chests than I am in the shop, but there's some stuff that could happen. I could be impressed. I could be impressed. I'd be happy. Especially in that one that normally holds the defense sword down at the bottom. I wish this place had a different item shop also. I think that would incentivize it even further to be checked out. That might be something I petition Crow for, to see if it's even possible. Ah, forgot. You have to reapply. Oh, fine. He said butterflies. Oh, isn't he cute? Funny enough, I think that those moths are actually like the only thing in the game that can give you the blind status effect. Man, this chucklehead really wants to fight me. I don't want to play with you, man. Get away. Ow. Well, she can't do any damage to me, so. She only uses Quake, and I am currently floating. I will negate every single piece of damage that she can do. The only thing that's a little concerning right now is my total lack of HP. I haven't really done any grinding. I'm at fairly low levels. I can't believe how fast Rosa is learning her spells. This does not seem like hard mode. But it's hard mode. She just probably got really lucky rolls. Same thing with Porum learning, like... I mean, I know he learns his black magic at, like, lower levels than anyone. Another black. Okay, we'll do that. Ooh, 48. Alright. And this is the final chest. It's trapped. I'm going to heal up before we go into it. And hit it with a stopwatch and a quake, and that should eliminate all trouble. There we go. Let's do it. I should have another hourglass. I should have like 3 more, actually, I think. 2 more, okay. I need my Porum to cast Quake, though. Because Quake is boss. Do you know Quake yet? Of course you do not know Quake yet. Well, this became a cutscene now, so... Ooh. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I am very happy with that. That will take, let's see, 47.25 up to... Again, better stats. 47.25 to 52.25. He's going to do some serious damage. Like, he's going to just keep getting stronger and stronger at this rate. Like, I mean, generally that's just going to happen because of gaining levels, but I mean, like, even his equipment is decked out for good stuff. I did not know about this room in the original, whenever I owned the original cartridge. I could see the chests because you can see them at one point, but I could not actually find them. I had no idea how to get to them. I searched every square inch, I thought, but apparently missed literally 1 square because you could see them. They're actually right down there. So I knew that I was missing things. Night-night, guys. Make sure you close the door. Alright, let's double check. I forget what this store has. Soma drops. That's right. Let me check what the... But that means I can also get them from the dwarf castle, which I'm okay. Chest in here, forgot. And if I can get them from the dwarf castle, that's fine. I will probably unload my money if I don't find anything good up at the Lunarian shop. Mute arrows. Okay, we'll do that. Let me double check the stats here. I don't think they're better, but... No, but they will do multiplier damage to wizards. And there are some wizards that can appear in the moon that I might want to kill. Getting a good selection of... Ah, nice. That's an upgrade. So is that. Let me check their stats real quick. I don't remember which one is worth... I know which one's worth more, but they both are sold at the same time. I believe this one does higher physical defense and the other one does higher magical defense, and I probably will want the higher. No, it's the same, except diamond costs... Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I guess we're going full diamond set. Everybody's getting married with a diamond ring. Well, I deserve that. That's fair. Let's get rid of those. I don't see a situation where I will use these. No. Not wherever I'll desperately want those, at least. I can sell those wizard things now. Get rid of another mute bell. I'll save the illusion. And I'm almost back up to 100,000 again, just like that, so... No longer need that. I've got another wizard hat. I'll keep the vampire around. That's what Buffy said. Alright, let's get out of here. Landing percent, my worst category. There we go. I hate landing the airship. I don't know why I struggle with the airship, but I struggle. Okay, let's see. Only one or two here, so I'll just tank those. I like to go down and work my way up. Because you have to at least make 2 trips through this place to get everything. At least the fast way. I mean, you could do it at one. I think you could do it at 1 trip. Can you do it at 1 trip? Never actually tried to re-walk over those warps. No, there's a pit, so... Alright, I guess you could do it in one trip, but it's, just makes as much sense to do it in two, so... There's a series of trap chests at the bottom that contain some good stuff. I would like to see the rat tail. I don't need the rat tail. Especially with Fusoya, I don't really see it helping that much. Wow, that was a really long time ago. Like, we're talking like almost 30 years ago whenever I had a rat tail. That's fair. I deserve that. Oh. Oh. Like how he turned into a pig and then a frog. Because bad breath hits you with everything. And in real life, it feels like it hits you with everything. Toad Lady. This is one of those places where I am going to switch quickly over to mute arrows. And I was kind of hoping that would have gone better, but... Come on. There it goes. Well, let's hope this works. Good. She can un-toad the cast of characters also. We've got Stardust. Had enough of this. Although Quake is going to just absolutely wreck her, so I don't know why I did that. Goodbye. Alright. It was not worth it. You know what? Alfino, you can afford it. There we go. That should be the only Toad Lady I fight in the whole run. Nope, just remembered something. I always forget something down here. Pretty sure I forgot it again. Yep, there is a second staircase there. And I always forget to check that second staircase. Nah, I don't care. I'll tank 3 hits. Each step, I believe, does 50 damage. So, I mean, it's not a small chump change. I mean, look, Alfino and a bunch of them are already down to 1 hit point. It doesn't take long. But you usually run away from most problems before they can actually hurt you, so... Now, just walk. Now we'll head down the Sylphway here. And we will exit via the Yang exit. And check these chests. 4,000. Archer bow. I already have an archer bow. Oh, look, another Rosa. Bye. Yeah, I gotta go down there. And because I feel like saving my cabins, because I don't know what's up there, I gotta go and heal first. There we go. Back up to full speed. There's enough chests down there that really just make me want to not care at all. Okay, I'm done. I can be persuaded. Alright, let's go. Yep. A little bugger ran off with my crystal. Alright, bye. I don't know if that was impulsive or just me being bored, but I decided to have some extra fun with it. Alright, let's get ourselves out of here. Let's go get our whale. We got the whale, hooray! All right. Yes. I live and die by these things. Yep. Oh, wow, Big Blue. That takes me back also. Yeah, deep water still freaks me out. Yeah, I have like this weird fear of deep water. Like dark depths style water. And the early stages of Echo the Dolphin were perfectly fine. And yet I was terrified of Big Blue. And he was a gentle creature. He was a nice guy. But for some reason, even at like 10 years old and obviously like 34. Am I 30? I'm 34, yeah. Yeah, I'll just tell you. Big Blue. That little guy's just not cool. Alright, so I got some alarms. I'm going to do some grinding here because I don't want to have to grind later, so... The fact that I got alarms is quite alarming. Surprising, because it means this seed really does like me. I'm going to move Virus up to the front. That is not as much damage as I thought it was going to be, but that should do it. Ah, that was so close too. I think they have 1,800 or 1,900 life. And look, HP ran out. They died right away. What I'd like to do is see these guys learn just a little bit higher level stuff. Like, not much, just enough. Like, the level 3 spells would be great, but that is a... I don't know what level they learn those at, naturally. I get to take out all my frustrations on the eggs. That should do it. Ah, I learned some ice spells and some quakes and some other crap. What did you teach me? Ice 3 and quake. Awesome. And if I change one, I change the other. So let's save here. Get in my car and do something real quick. Because I'm going to run out of MP pretty quick there, and I'm tired of running out of MP. And they're the only ones that are, so I am actually going to spend my money. Like, almost all of it. Maybe I should be spending it on golden apples. I don't know, but I know that I need MP. For a wizard group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually going to split these up. I should have just stayed in there. Okay, now back to do some grinding. Now, the other side of this also is that I have no idea what level Rosa is going to learn her most powerful stuff at. Oh, you're kidding me. Well, that's a little more than I expected. Excuse me. Got some wall. I should say a little less than I expected. Ooh, strike first. Whenever you get strike first, you go in order of order of speed priority, which is center, top, bottom, top middle, bottom middle. Nicely, both of these guys are the same. That's kind of cool. Cure 4. And Lightning 3. Just waiting for Fire 3 now. And those 4 fiends are going to go down pretty easily, I imagine. Ah! Wonder how much mana this egg has. Let's find out. See just how long this thing takes to cast. Never mind. Ooh. And you will wake it up. Ah, no. Die. It looks like lots of people now know Cure 4. Let's see. You know what, I'll just use a cabin. I've got 2 whistles. I should have been using those. have 10. You know what? I'm going to try to speed these fights up rather than just have everybody deal with these. So let's do this. Quake. Ooh, did he learn Fatal? Ha! Nice. Once he learns Nuke, that's going to be my primary weapon of choice, obviously. And he should learn Cure too. I believe he's set to learn a lot of these spells really early, so... And I believe Crow re-engineered his early levels. Also surprised by the sneaky egg. Fire 3 has been learned. Even though Kane/Palom is not in my party right now, he is continuing to gain levels. So I don't really have to worry too much about him. In fact, he should come back pretty close to knowing every spell in the game. Life 2, nice. Who learned that? Oh, okay. Rosa did. Rosa is ready for the big leagues. There we go. I'll put Blink up here too, just in case. Ah! Use a second layer of Quake here. Ah! Goodbye. Quake's got a pretty wide range, it seems like, for that stuff, so... Let's see... Ah, okay, he learned Life 2 now. Cool beads. The next spell that will come in will be white, and it will go in right there by default. With any luck, only 3 left. What did she hit it with? Oh, she charmed the egg. Nice, she convinced it not to come out of its shell. I love that. Forgot to actually re-equip her with charm arrows. Quake. And for good measure, one last one. And that'll be probably all the grinding I do for the entire rest of the game. I don't think I'll need to worry too much about it. Oh, did I see that? Did I see what I think I saw? Nuke. Yeah, feels good. Yeah, that's going to replace Quake for now. And ever. Nuke costs a ton, but it does a ton. It's non-elemental damage also, so there's no reason for anything to actually not take damage from it. Yeah, even though it's blatantly a giant fireball, it's non-elemental damage. Ah! Let's go see what the moon has in store. Let's go find out who Fusoya is. Hey, Crow, how you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, the creator of the Lunarian Shuffle, Crow. I am heading in to get my Fusoya. I got some alarms at the 11th hour, so I am more than leveled to pretty much handle, I believe, most of the rest of it. HP's a little low, but I shouldn't need to stop to do any more grinding, I don't think. My final 5 has plenty of damage output and plenty of healing. I mean, it's a mage's run, so I'm not sure if you've seen the settings for this week's seed yet. You know, I said I wasn't going to use Quake anymore, but I might as well. Once more for old time's sake. Not what I was expecting. Not much life left either. And down they all go. Lunar Staff. I believe that's like the only thing that's better than... Oh, the Life Staff also. Now Silence. I'm going to keep Silence. Life Staff is the highest, I believe. That's the strongest. But if I remember right, Lunar Staff, I think uses Berserk whenever you use it as a item, which makes it pretty good. Plenty of fights. Not a lot of speed to get away with either. Here we go. We'll get our Fusoya and then head to the Giant of Babel. One thing that's been frustrating about this seed, as I've said, is not having cabins, and that will probably continue. In fact, it's going to continue, unless I find a bunch. Yeah, nobody's really sold any sort of resting items in here, so recovering MP is pretty much out of the question, unless I come back to a place like this. So what I need to do is make sure I save enough magic to cast Exit, or I buy a bunch more Succubus, which is fine. One more old man for the road, huh? There we go. Vanilla Fusoya, who's named Specchio. Ah, okay, so at level 50, he still won't know the white spell. That's neat to know. On the plus side, by level 50, he will know Meteo. Named Fuso and Ya, the 3 beer brothers. I like that, actually. That's a good idea. I like that a lot. Beard Bros. I think that's already trademarked by the completionist, though. Super Beard Bros. I am really interested to see your first 20 minutes of the run tomorrow, Crow. Are you going to do your normal Lunarian Shuffle Lunarian Shuffle Sunday tomorrow? Yep, 3 p.m. Even followed up with my next question. Nice. I'm really interested to see your next 20 minutes. There was kind of a... I had fun. I don't know how to say it. That's not exactly the way I would put it, but yeah. Yeah, we'll leave it there. So I'm very interested to see those. Alright, let's heal up. And let's go beat up the Giant of Babel. I will be checking the shop, the blacksmith, to see what he sells after we're done the Giant of Babel, though, because I'm really hoping for a great bow, and like a really good bow out of like a samurai bow. Better yet, of course, it would be an Artemis bow for my 2 frontline roses. I had no idea, Crow, that level 1 black magic did so little damage to the dragon. Mist dragon. I just completely ignorant of that. I mean, I guess it shouldn't surprise... I mean, it surprises me because of how early it is, but then again, you don't actually have any black magic casters normally in the vanilla game by that point, so... Yeah, that's what I found. And also, I found that it doesn't seem to matter how much your stats play into a spell's damage. If it's not going to blast through at the spell, level 1 spell damage, then your stats aren't going to make it punch through. And that surprised me, and I was wondering how magic worked then. Got it. That's how it works. Do the sub-hits for your stats, do they... Every 3 wisdom or will, depending on the spell. Okay, perfect. Answered all my questions. Are the number of sub-hits that you do the same, then, for every spell, or are there some spells that just naturally have some extra sub-hits attached to them? Nice, Somadra. Let's see. Okay, got it. Spells do not natively have that, then. Alright, well, you can give him this, and do we have another ring? Yeah, a curse ring. What's he got? It's kind of fun. No, I'm going to stick with that. Lower hit rate, so there'll be less like this course. Okay, I could see that. So, which spell has the lowest sub-hits, then? And which spell has... Or, I'm sorry, not the lowest sub-hits. That's a silly question, because you just explained that. What spell has the lowest hit rate, then? Sure, let's throw them in there also. But what's the enemy spell and what's the player spell then? Let's do both. Cool. Got charm should do some extra against them. I don't really want to use nuke here. Actually, I don't really want to use anything here. I'm just going to kind of tank through them and see what we can do. Because I don't see him actually killing my team. And if he does, I'll have a good chuckle. I'll go through, I'll get that Soma drop and everything else. Because I have no way to really recover my MP, except I'm going to be fighting the Elemental Fiends in a second anyway, so... And I will get 100. Piggy! Really? Piggy? It's kind of a letdown. Oh, he countered with his own nuke. Did not do a lot of damage either. Alright, what'd we get? Another Lunar Staff. I wonder if it's telling me something. Alright, let's do a quick save. And let's go beat up these fiends. Okay, so let's say, I mean, in theory, if you've got a 10% chance to cast a spell and you've got 10 sub-hits, then in theory, you should hit with the spell because you'd have 100 aggregate percent, even though that's not exactly how percentages work. Each hit has a 10%, I get that. But I'm on the right track. I think you know what I'm saying. So. I would turn Valvalis into a piggy. Serious time. What I would do, Crow, and I know this is not exactly in the vein of your randomizer, but this would be cool if there was a seed that would turn all of the 4 fiends into piggies of different colors. So you would have to fight the 4 pigs of elements. Hashtag fight it. Do I have white arrows? I think I forgot to pick up white arrows. Okay, I got some white arrows. Nice. Do I have any more white arrows? No, I don't have fire arrows either. Gets renamed to market. Actually, if I remember right, we did decide that Mylon's... That didn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it was going to. Wow, he hit quick. Here, have a heal. Fast. I should be casting slow. That's what I should be doing. And that's what I'm going to do. So I know there's 2 separate sets of monsters in this one, so... I'm going to set myself up for the next one because I think that I should be able to take them out in this time period. What I want to do is wait here, see if this does it. Yep. Okay. I should get rid of that curse if I'm going to do it. Knows with ability shuffles Berserk and Blink each 50% success rate per sub hit. How bloody low are... I've missed Berserk, I believe, with Tella on a fair number of occasions. How low are his sub hits? Like, I don't feel like he keeps up as far as in the sub-hit genre. Let's see if this... No, we're going to stick with the elemental stuff. I'm going to hit him with lightning because that'll be enough. Let's wait a second. See, I know the next hit's going to kill him. So what I want to do is get ready and cast slow on these guys. And now I can just unleash Lightning 3 for the rest of the battle. Right key did not work. Or I hit it before it could. It's a 1 sub hit for free, plus 1 for every wisdom or will. Okay. Which explains why Yang and Dark Knight Cecil do such pitiful damage whenever they cast anything. Whenever Cecil casts pitiful white magic, and Yang is just horrible at all things that have to do with magic. See if I can knock this out. Learning a lot about magic and the way it works today. All right, that's the elements. Yeah. Tella starts to get some stats towards the higher end of his levels, though, I thought. I mean, not vitality from what I understand, but like I thought his wisdom and will do begin to rise a little bit as he gets towards like the excessive levels that you never see in the game. Let me see here. Do I have another cabin? Or did I use them? I've got one. I'm going to run back here. I don't... Let me try this. Nice. Parry. Actually, let me... This will tell me right away. Succubus. 8 wisdom and will between... Alright, something. Extra 2 sub hits. Alright, Succubus, are you going to give me anything? Not really, okay. Will Succubus work on you? Not at all. Alright, everybody run. I should be able to use Succubus down in the bottom. Nice. Alright, so I was wrong about him. In other words, Tella is quite possibly the worst, no, quite literally the worst character in the game, if it wasn't for the fact that he actually knew some spells then he would... yeah, he's just terrible. Poor guy, GG. Alright, let's go fight this CPU and get my Palom back. Tired of having Specchio on my team. And go back to the Land of Nightmares. Land Beyond Time. It's not to be confused with the Land Before Time. Although there were dinosaurs in both. Chrono Trigger and the movie. You know, part of me just wants to just unload. You know what? I saved. Who cares? Let's do it. I don't actually know that one yet, so... Yeah, except I think he has to learn Meteor somewhere near 50. That was probably a waste. Not probably, definitely a waste. Did not learn white yet. Nice. Charm arrows. Should have saw that. Nice. Not who I wanted to hit, but not the worst thing in the world, so. There's a Meteor. Still got wall up, so let's see if we can quickly nuke her a little harder. Good. There's Meteor. Nice. Oh, and white? Nice. Alright. Alright, so Meteor achieved. And Palom's coming back, and he will almost certainly know Meteor. I don't know the Fiora reference. Is Fiora a summoner from, No, she couldn't be a summoner. She would have been Rydia if that was the case. So I'm guessing she's a white mage from something. I catch a lot of the references. I just don't know all of them. I've had a lot of roses with the F name. Names I don't recognize. Your beard is not powerful enough. Mine is better. I'll go console him. Alright. Little boy. Blonde girl. Let's go. Childhood friend. Okay, Xenoblade. That's why. It's because it keeps coming up. I've never played that game, so... any of them. Another game series I haven't played a lot of is the Tales series, and... which is kind of interesting to me. It seems like the kind of series I could get hooked into. Cool. Well, beard's tangled up. Alright, what do we got? What do you have? As I said, he will almost certainly know Medio. Oh, Tales of Symphonia is very well known. Tales of the Abyss is pretty well known also. I did play Tales of the World, which was the PSP game. All right, let's go see what the blacksmith has for us. And I actually learned a lot about the Tales series from Tales of the World. A lot of those characters. Something on my computer is beeping at me, and I don't know what it is. Oh, well, I'm sure it's important. Nice. Somebody is doing some... Ooh, Stardust. I don't know anything about the stats on Stardust Rod. Ah, Space Quest guy. Nice. I love it. A King's Quest 1 task submission. All right. Next best is Charm at 15. Okay, so in other words, that's actually worth it for my 3 guys. At least I hope I'm hearing that right. Because I really don't need healing. I've got that from the Rosa twins. I've got a change rod here. I think I had a charm somewhere. I need to learn the stats of these items. What I'm really excited for is the new update that you're planning, Crow, that will have the stats of these items in here, so. Ah, that's nice. 79. He's going to do some damage. Alright, let's unload. I'm going to get rid of those, and that. I don't need any more. And I don't need these anymore. And these can go too. That can go. And I've got the archer bows already. I'll keep a grimoire around. This was a very Rosa heavy seed. Rosa, Palom, and Fusaya seed. So very little Rydia, and well, only one Rydia, and only one Porum. The Rydia was actually pretty useful for where I had her. That's there. I'll keep the Star Veils in case I want to fight the Wyvern. Can't see me using that. Alright, I'll keep her around. I could see that being useful. That could be useful. I'll keep the boxes there for Rosa in the fight against Zeramus, if I get some better equipment for her. Otherwise, otherwise it's going to be a heal. It's going to be a heal slugfest. Just a black magic slugfest between Zeramus and myself. I mean, I've in theory, with a few more levels for poor Palom, have the damage output to do it. Especially with Rosa learning white pretty quickly. Both my Rosas will know that. And assuming Palom learns Nuke, he'll have it pretty quickly too. Alright, let's do this. Should I go back? Nah, it's not really. 2 seconds, everybody. Something is blowing up my computer right now, and I need to know what it is. Yeah, I have no idea what it is. Alright, well. Let's do it. If I do get into trouble down here, I do have some succubus that I can use to get some magic and then cast exit to get out. I believe I can use a succubus on a trickster because it's not a lightning attack. I don't have to worry about setting off the trickster. And that should be a safe pull from them. I was thinking about getting an alarm just so I could do that down in the final save area. I'm going to have to take a look at that King's Quest 1 task. How long does it go? Is that I'm going to just guess that's on taskvideos.org. David, if you're still around, does the King's Quest 1 task, does that, how fast does it beat it? That sounds about right. I was thinking it's going to be like 20 seconds, maybe. Those AGI games are, those early Sierra games in general. Wait, 21. Yeah, and because of how fast the computer can run and how fast the player can actually input, and the computer can actually input, unless you know the game pretty well, you're not going to know what's going on. Let's do a quick heal. I think it stood for the Adventure Game Interpreter. That was before the EGA version of the of Quest for Glory. Quest for Glory was on the Sierra Creative Interpreter, the very first versions of it. Before that, which you have your early King's Quest games, they were on the AGI engine. Was Leisure Suit Larry AGI or? Nah, that's probably SCI. Yeah, AGI is early. Very early. Leisure Suit 1 was, okay, I thought it was right there. It's actually, that's a really impressive AGI game, though. Yeah, that would make sense. 2 was, especially 3, was a lot more complicated. Once you get to, what was it, 5? Yeah, because there was no 4. Once you get to 5, you get the, let's see what kind of damage I can do here with this. Yeah, once you get to 5, you're on the SCI 1.0 engines. Or what is it, the 1.1 engines? The VGA, basically. Yeah. Yep, case of the missing floppies. And I love that the later games actually reference it also. Yeah, a long time ago I played Leisure Suit Larry 7. Medio. There it is. And a heroine robe. Alright, that's nice. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Cool. Let's get a black belt there, and continue. And yet still distributed. Correct. And I don't know why. I forget the reason for why 4 wasn't ever made. Or why 4 wasn't made. There was something about it, and I just can't remember what it was. Alright, Pale Dim, let's see what you got. My favorite of the bosses. Let's see. Do you like the white spell? Do you like the Meteo spell? Do you like the nuke spell? Okay, yeah, that would make sense that she would not know that yet. Should probably move that up farther up the list. Ow. Just lots of damage. Didn't even get the media off. Alright, now everybody knows white. Waiting for Al Pacino to learn. Yeah, I'm at a high enough level with Alfino. I think I need to go back, get that, and then go fight Ogopogo. And just do a rush straight down to Ogopogo with only the fun stuff at the... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. The pink tail is always that wild card. But I would really like to have it. I would feel a lot safer with it. For no other reason than I'm a coward. In fact, I'm already thinking my level is a little too... Well, I mean, my spells are... You need to hit certain thresholds to be able to dish the damage out to Ogopogo. That's the hiccup I'm having mentally over the Ogopogo fight. So that's what happened to the 4th installment in a video made for Kick... in which he said the idea for skipping came as a flippant comment in the office and became a real marketing... What? Because buyers would immediately ask what happened to the 4th. It became one of the software's biggest jokes. Figures. It wasn't a mistake. It was something that they planned. I mean, Leisure Suit Larry was a big name in Sierra. And from everything I've heard about the 8th and 9th game of Leisure Suit Larry... I mean, 8 I know is supposed to be Lust in Space. Which, if it had followed 7, would have been hysterical. It had followed in the same vein as 7, because 7's graphics were actually really good. I was pretty happy with those. It was very cartoony. I mean, it's comics, practically. But, they switched to a 3D engine and like outsourced its development for it, like reverted back to somebody else. I'm not exactly sure how it worked, but from what I heard, the 8th and 9th games were just trash. Like, not that fun. I don't even know how to handle this conversation. A pastor admitting that he has played the Leisure Suit Larry games. Could that get me defrocked? I mean, probably not. It was in my past. It wouldn't. It was in my past. Probably wouldn't anyway, so... Let's see. Yeah. It's one thing to play video games. It's another one to do the kind of adult-only video games. Alright, he's got a sorcerer's robe, but I will swap this out to make sure he survives. Wow. That's pretty gross. One more time, for all time's sake. Then we're going to go down and do Ogopogo. And then we're going to go down and do Zeramus. I'm at level 54 now. If your denomination's biggest sex scandal is a pastor having a positive opinion of Lucius Larry Games, the Catholic Church envies you. That's a valid point right now. It's really kind of a valid point. Now, the United Methodist Church is involved mainly in the issues, at least only seems to make headlines anymore because of the debate over the LGBTQ plus community in marriage and ordination. That's the big thing coming down the pike in February of 2019 for the Methodist Church. Let's see. Okay. Time to make a mad dash for the Sea Dragon. It's going to take a while. Sit tight, everybody. I mean, I'll pick up a couple chests along the way, but by and large, that's it. The frustrating thing is I kind of want... Palom to learn a little bit more. The reason I want Palom to learn a little bit more... the reason I want Palom to learn a little bit more is because I'll get Nuke then, and Nuke will be wonderful. Right now he's only got Meteor, which is a lot of damage, but it takes forever to cast. Tons of damage per sub-hit. That's how that has to work. But it's got to have the highest casting time in the whole game. I mean, it's the legendary spell of ultimate power. Unlocked only by talking to a mirror on a mountain. And that you didn't even know was a legendary spell until that happened to show up. And kind of gets dropped as a plot point. Alright, let's go. Let's go, old man. Let's do this. What is funny about this to me is that Fusoya has a twin, Rosa has a twin, but the twin has no twin. Meteor has 10 delay to put the... Whoa. Yeah, so they cost, they take 2.5 times the amount of time to cast is what I'm just reading there. Oops, wrong way. I'll get some nice items down here. What is White's? What's White's delay, out of curiosity? I mean, Nuke is another one of those instant spells like, oh, Samurai. Dun, 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 dun. Really? Hmm. That's interesting. Oh, wow, really? It took longer to cast than media? That's not useful at all. I mean, I guess if you manage to get it off and it casts the right spell, then yeah, it'd be useful, but by and large, that's not going to help very much. Glass helmet. Hmm. Only 3. Pretty good. Another sorcerer robe. I'll take that. You may have that, my friend. So, out of curiosity, what do casting times actually represent? Is it like... It can't be full turn cycles, but it would be like the number of times that that character could get a turn? If they filled up their gauge, or how does that work? I mean, that gives me a reference point, but it doesn't quite explain how each number is counted as far as its time goes. Not gonna get that. That's a trap chest. And I don't want to gain any more experience. Let me see here. No, can't get any more experience. That'll take me up 1 more level. Okay. This was Squaresoft's first game with the active time battle, right? Pretty sure that's right. Then in Chrono Trigger, it was the ATB, I think, 2.0. High tech. I will say at least all their numbers are nice and similar for their HP. That, I believe, is an item that is trapped. This is not... Stardust Rod, figures. Oh, well. Tricker. That would have been a good time to test the succubus idea, but... It calculated based on... Huh. So the first present character. So the first present character should be the one that's in the center, if I'm understanding the way the terminology. So his speed makes the entire team's speed, sets the relativity of... actually, that's actually a good point for it. Does he become like the cosmological constant for the agility, or for the agility of the party? Or the speed of the party, not the agility of the party, the speed of the party. Enemies, okay. Alright, that's valid. That's valid, David, that's true. Alright. I'm only down 1 hit point. Knock on wood. Oh, go Pogo. I'm gonna fight the Pogo. And I did save. Nice, Cure 3 potion. Here's my stats. Level 54, Alfino is my high, so that's my base marker. My anchor, so to speak. Let's kick it off with as much damage as we can. Big wave's gonna hit. And again. How bad is it? Not too bad. I can handle that. I will aim. I should have cast slow right away, but we'll do that. Yeah, we're going to start nuking them. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, I'm underestimating him, and I should not be. In weird situations where an enemy or particular fist can sometimes double their speed if the anchor has one less agility. Wow, that's wild, actually. I wonder what Ogopogo does to Emidio. Okay, he blazes it. I kind of expected that, actually. I should get another blaze here, I'm thinking. Okay, so he counters wizards with blaze, which I think is a quarter of your life. I'm not messing around with this. I am definitely curing up completely. Ah, that's... Thanks. Alright, this will take a long time to cast, so there's no worry there. Ouch. I'm gonna cast Cure 2, or Cure 4, actually. Yeah, he's dead too. Ooh, it's a double big wave. Well, that's not good. I need to heal. It's like he knew. Will he get a Emidio off? He will get a Emidio off, and then he will immediately get blazed and die, unless for some reason Ogopogo took a lot more damage than I think he did. Nope. Okay. I can beat him. Oh, I can live, too. Alright, let's... What can I do here? I've got a Cure 3. Tell me that Cure 3 is going to do the whole thing. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. What do I care? Big Wave does like, what, 500? Double Big Wave might do a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more. Damn it, physical damage is only doing 1 because of the adamant armor. Yeah, just go ahead. Keep doing that. That'll be nice. Yeah. Yeah. Keep on trucking. As long as that's a 1. Should be okay. Adamant armor is just really powerful. Pigtail! And even better, the Cure 3 potion I got at the last second in the very last chest for the win. Oh, I love that. That is great. Oh. That's a good find, actually. I'm pretty happy there. I think he's got enough magic defense, so I'm actually going to start pumping up his magic defense. That is bloody awesome that that happened. They're all just like me. I can't believe that. Oh, there you go. Adamant armor for the win. I'm just gonna go down and try to take on Zeromus. Had I played that a little safer, I'd have been fine. I just didn't. I mean, I can't believe that happened. I'm laughing about that a little too hard, but cool. We'll do that. Yeah. God, they're all lazy Pokemon. I wish one of them would learn Surf. Don't hit me with Solar Beam, Red Dragon. Blast it all. I'm actually not going to mess with my hit points on the way down here. My plan for Zeromus is pretty much the plan I always have for every time I fight Zeromus. Do everything I possibly can to outdamage him. Crow, does Zeromus do anything different to Meteo when you cast it? Here comes the Heat Wave. No, no Heat Wave. Oh, that was really funny. Okay, weak counterattack. Yeah, that does. That actually sucks quite a bit. It's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, I've got a team that can cast Life 2 pretty much on a whim. In fact, that might be my Rosa strategy. White and Life 2 on that one. Except I'm going to need somebody to do some healing. I'll just be Paladin Zeromus for 40 minutes just bashing it out with Nuke. Because why not? No, I don't even think Big Bang would do it. Okay, serious time. First thing I gotta do is cast Slow on him. That will get him to cast Nuke. That will lower his... It's going to be a lot of Life 2 casting at this, because I pretty much need to do the MP damage route. So I'm going to cast Slow, and then just start wailing on him and healing as necessary. I wish there was an opportunity to have picked up some more stuff to make Rosa a more viable damage character for this, but I just don't see her being able to successfully dish out enough damage fast enough. Oh, level 54 is my Ogopogo bonus. That low-level Ogopogo was the bonus challenge for this week. I figured because of the amount of damage that he generally does and how low magic users' hit points are, that would actually be a pretty successful challenge. And depending on where they learn their spell levels, it could be. So I stand by that decision. Specchio. And gobbles. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. You know, it almost feels like they quit translating at this point, because that line is one of the most confusing lines in all of Final Fantasy to me. You, the man of darkness, cannot use the... I'm like, that's weird. It's like they almost got bored. I don't know. Or maybe it's just because it's there, or the way that it's scrolling, that it just doesn't make sense. You are correct. Having edge with the spoon will... I mean, the spoon, I think, is actually the highest damaged, quote, weapon in the game, even though nobody can actually equip it. Edge can throw it. That would make the spoon unique. It's the only weapon that in the game that nobody can equip. From, what is that? Is that the, Mystery Men? In battle messages got translated without any point of reference as to where the game was. That's valid. You know, it's not a 1-to-1 ratio. If they're just, if it's a scrolling screen up there, that would make sense. Okay, that makes sense. Doing the best that they can. My dear brother, whom I have tortured over these last couple of hours. Guess that's about right. Alright, let's do this. You know what? I'm gonna bluff anyway. Service calls your bluff. He probably does with that weird shake move. I think I have some extra Hermes. Did I sell my Hermes? No, I did not sell my Hermes. Hooray! Let's see. Slow. That's funny. Do that. Although I think a Cure 3 would have sufficed there. We've lowered it, so let's start doing some damage. 0 probably will call my bluff here. I'm not I'm kind of expecting to win, but I'm not expecting to win. I don't know how to describe it. It's like I don't like my strategy. It's just basically just rail on him as hard as I possibly can for as fast as I can. I should see who he hits. It's not as much damage as I would like to see. Well. I'll try it. I don't think I was going to get that up. Nah, I didn't think I was going to get that off in time. Let's see how much damage this does. This will tell me how well I'm prepared. Well, actually, no, it's the first one. Yeah. I forgot that he gets that half... That kind of, like, half magic defense thing. I keep getting that wrong. I mean, in theory, I think I could just like, heal, nuke, heal, nuke, heal, nuke. Yeah, we're gonna go with it. Well, that rose is dead. Probably. Yep. Alright, here comes our Big Bang. Here comes Meteor. Yeah, he's done. I can't bring him back in time, so... Love is my shield. Oh, is that Minwoo? I guess it was. Yeah, I gotta pay better attention. Let's get this party back up. Alright, no biggie. Except that now that he can actually cast Big Bang quite a bit faster, but beyond that. Just to make sure. Because Alfino's getting a little low. Does healing... does healing get affected by magic defense? So if you have higher magic defense, can you actually heal for less? That's an interesting question. Oh, Crow, we gotta look into that. Come on, that sounds cool. I didn't get a counter there. That's neat. Here comes the Meteor. I should have cast Life 2 there. Oh well. Let's see what happens. Oh good, a nuke counter on my other white mage. How about one more nuke? Come on, hit me with another nuke. Hit her with another nuke and really make this awkward. This nuke should do a lot of damage. For some reason, Rubru is doing a lot more damage with his nuke. 8,000. He missed. Nice. better get some more nukes off to see if I can skip this Big Bang. And I'm out of magic. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Pop quiz. How much can you succubus? How much can you succubus Zeramus for? Because I mean, I do have ether. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Alright, so she's got full life. That did not do a lot of damage. Like, not nearly what I was thinking it was going to, so. And he's out, so we're going to have to hope we can get through this pretty quick here. It's a good thing I bought, like, 12 Soma drops total this run, and divided them up between those Fusoyos, because they would have run out of magic long before. Let's do some. Oh, he's in nuke phase. Okay. Well, let's get him to cast it again. No counter. I'm guessing he's in his last phase now. Line up one more Meteo. If he knew nuke, I would be using that instead because it's faster, but Meteo's nice. Wow. That did a lot. Yeah, Meteo phase. Cool. Yeah, this should not be that big of a deal. Except for the fact that I'm running out of magic, but okay, so he's in Meteo phase. This is the last phase, so it should be a matter of time, and I should have him knocked down because this team has pretty high magic defense. I don't expect there to be too much trouble. In fact, let's hit him with white and see what he does. My hope is that he dies. Keep this healing train going just in case. This should do it. This and Meteo should do it. I might not have enough to cast Nuke, but he's certainly got enough to cast Cure Forward once. Here it comes. There he goes. Down goes Zeramus. And that is the end of week 2 for the Lunarian Shuffle Challenge League. HP, 0 HPs. GG, yay! Yay! And I'm early. My wife's going to be like, no way, what are you doing off the computer so early? It's because I beat it. Way sooner than I thought. No, this is cool. I'm glad. That's a fun seed. I like using magic. I like using magic in fun ways. I mean, I'll post this in the spoiler section. I mean, people could hear me say this if they really watch the whole way to the end. But I wish the seed was a little bit harder, because I did put hard mode on, and it just didn't ever get that difficult. Period. There was never a time anywhere in the game where I felt like, oh my god, I'm going to die at this moment, other than Ogopogo, and that was funny, so. Yeah, it was just because of the distribution. There was always a white mage that was powerful. There was always Palom. I mean, it was one of those few times that Edward was in my party. I mean, well, Edward was Palom, and I was like, I don't want this guy to leave. He was really good. And it felt like, even though it was on hard mode, everybody was learning spells like earlier than I expected them to. So, that's part of what you get whenever you try to put challenges up on a randomizer, though, so. Either way, alright, the twins are going to be arguing. And these beards are all confused about what they should be doing. I'm assuming there's a beard behind that armor. Not if the after years are to be expected, and Palom, because Palom is pretty good with this. That could be another fun seed, Crow. Everybody's main character sprites and their piggy sprites are swapped. So every character is a piggy, unless they have piggy cast on them, and then they're a human. So it'd be like the opposite. We could rename the spell human. Really confuse them. Yep, I'll be able to post season or week 3 seed, but I will be on vacation during that week, so I will probably I can guarantee you I won't stream the night before we leave, and I won't be back before the seed is finished. So what I will do, what I'll do, Crow, is if you don't have any planned updates in the next 2 weeks coming out, what I'll do is send you the information for week 4 in a message, and I think that might be the best way to make sure that everything gets posted, because I already have the settings and I've got the picture for it and ready to go. So beyond that, though, this was the Lunarian Shuffle, and I can see, let's see what this final screen looks like. We're going to make sure that everything goes through. Now, the real challenge, Crow, will be whenever we ask you to do the after years and randomize that and include it in this. That'd be chaos. And then keep the randomizations across everything. Look at this. Oh, everything's going on. And look, there's Palom took his helmet off, and beneath it was a blonde wig. Or he accidentally cast fire on his hair and didn't realize it. Goodbye, Moon. All right. I feel like I should affectionately call this seed the Beards and Blonde seed, because there were quite a number of them. Alright, I think that is where I'm going to call it. Even though it is a little early, I wanted to make sure that we got all of that finished. So, yes, all can return to their bearded lives. Very exciting. Yeah, I'm going to call it here, everybody. Let me see if there's anybody out there on Twitch that I can host for my Twitch viewers. All 5 of you, if I'm reading this right, if it even includes me in there. Let's see. He doesn't need it, but yeah, that's literally exactly what I was going to do, Crow, was host Yawgmoth on there. So I'm going to pass you over to Yawgmoth. And hope everybody has a great rest of the night. GG, everybody. See you soon.